Hello, everybody. Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 is ready to begin. So if you're watching this live, welcome. If you are watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos, please. And we'll see who pops on here. Got a big day to talk about, lots of stuff. Spirit's been busy this week, chatting. So we'll see who pops on. Hi, Amanda. How's it going? Good to see you. Hi, Sherry. How's it going? How's everything going? Good? Hey, Kathy. How are you? What's going on today? It's an in-between day in Detroit. About 65, I think, something like that today. Kind of cloudy, but then sun comes out, whatever. It's October, right? So, there you go, my dear. Good job, Sherry. Good job. Yep, keep moving. It takes time. We're going to talk about that today. It takes time. It's nothing that happens overnight, that's for sure. What's up, Ryan? How are you, my friend? What's going on, man? Yes. I'm good, Kathy. I recovered from my weekend of psychic fairs. And Bay's doing okay. He's got some new onesies, so I'll be showcasing those, of course, on Facebook for his for his infection he has on his stomach, his groin, around his penis. Yeah. So, hey, Jamie, how are you? It's good to see you too. I just did the energy blast for this week on the Pay For group, Tammy's Pay For group, and it's pretty cool. Pretty good. Yep. I did it at 2 o'clock today, so yeah, it was good. Haley, what's up, girl? How you doing? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. Yep, happy Thursday. Yeah. Oh, good job, Ryan. Ryan is dog sitting today. What else could you... I dog sit every day. Right? I swear to God. Yep. Don't I, Bay? He's like, yeah, whatever, Dad. Leave me alone. I'm doing good, Haley. I'm doing really, really good. Yep, doing really good. Oh, I didn't see the masterclass was last night. Really? So I'll have to look at that, Jamie, or you'll have to text me. Text me at 4 o'clock and tell me what's going on. Please. Okay. That's cool. I don't see that stuff anymore. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Tracy Gregory. What's up, girl? How are you? Good, I hope. Oh, earlier this month, didn't get around to do it. Oh, you'll have to tell me what it's about. I don't even remember. I remember what I did yesterday. So, wow. Yes, you have to text me just to let me know what you got. What you got from it. Yeah, I don't know. I miss stuff. Yeah. Oh, we do, Tracy. Awesome. Hey, Robert. What's up, my friend? Good year. Thanks for coming, Bob. I appreciate it. Like my shirt, Haley? Yeah, this is one of my beach shirts. Yeah, one of my beach shirts from Sarasota. I don't know what I was going to wear, and I'm like, it's too hot to have a thick t-shirt on or a long sleeve shirt, and it's too, right? And it's too cool to not have something on. Hello, Suze. Hello, Christina, or Christine. Thanks for joining me. Oh, that's right. The birth clearing. That's right. That's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. Hey, Kaylee. What's up? How's it going? Thanks. I have a blue one like this too, but the pocket has something on the pocket. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. It's a bird. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So first thing I'm going to talk about is, I know, we have a list again. So, okay. First thing I'm going to talk about is patience, okay? Understanding that you are, as you go through your awakening, right? As you go through, it's going to get frustrated. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be annoying, especially when you decide that you're going to take the journey, right? But what you have to understand is you have all kinds of stuff that you have to delete, that you have to overcome, that you have to look at, which isn't always nice, right? And then let it go, okay? Understanding. I just talked to a friend earlier today about the fact that we have to understand that we're the weird ones, right? We have to understand we're the black sheep, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? But we are destined to raise our frequency. We are destined to raise our vibration, right? And hey, Laura, namaste to you. Understanding that our souls chose to be born at this time, okay? Now, when you get frustrated and you talk negatively about yourself to somebody else, or you do a post, my gosh, right? Please don't post on your socials that you're having a bad day, that nobody loves me, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, that just absolutely is like, what are you doing? You're self-sabotaging to the universe. Why? Stop. Before you do any of that, stop. Even in a post on a private page or on anything like that, you want to make sure that you sit and think about. Today's been an extremely frustrating day for me. I don't know why. I believe it is to test me, right? How quickly can you get out of this? How frustrated can we make you? Example. Bailey decides he wants to go to the bathroom, right? So we gotta take off his little onesie. The one that I had on him doesn't fit so he can actually go potty, right? So in the way that I need him to. So I'm gonna take the onesie off him. I have to put the leash on him. As I'm doing this, both phones are ringing, right? And my iPad is dinging. Now, nothing of that happened at all until the dog decided he wanted to go outside to go potty. Okay? I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me right now? Clicked in, just like that. Bill, it's just frustration. Just let that go. Now, a year ago, that'd have set me off the freaking edge. I'd be yapping about how come this can't be like this? How come this got da-da-da-da? Okay? So understand that once we get out of that, once we get into the vibration, into the frequency, right, of being good, of just feeling it, just absolutely just knowing who we are and knowing where we're going, and just, it's fabulous, right? Because we've all been there. We've all been there for a short period of time, and then guess what happens? Our vibration goes back to where it's comfortable until we learn how to let it stay ascended, right? To let it stay up here, because that's where all the good stuff's at. The good stuff's not down here, who we used to be, not at all, right? Down here is peril and fear and all kinds of baloney that we're trying to get away from, right? Right? So that happened 2 or 3 times today. Chimes. See, that happened 2 or 3 times today. They're testing me, right? And they're going to test you till the end of your time in this lifetime on this planet. Okay? It never goes away. Does it get less frequent? Yes. Because your vibration is higher to where it's all good. Right? Right? So understand that if you think you should be someplace faster, chill. Chill. Self-sabotage. 100%. Okay? 100%. It's fear, right? It's ego's fear of, if you go up there, I cannot keep you alive. I can't, because I don't know what that is. Understand, the same ego you have today is the same ego you've had through every single lifetime. Just like your guides. Okay? Just like your spirit guides, they've been with you forever. Guardian angels, same thing. When you're on vacation in spirit, they're on vacation, wherever, right? Or they're planning your next lifetime, spirit just said. Okay? So understand that when you think, well, I'm not really sure where I'm going, you're not supposed to know. Guys, you're not supposed to know where you're going at all. All right? You don't know how high ascension you're going to have or how long it's going to take to get there. When you get there, then what do? Who am I? What do I need to worry about? Nothing. What do I need to plan for? Nothing. You can't plan. You cannot plan any of it. You have to go along and understand that they're in control. Okay? And when you think, oh my God, I'm not where I thought I should be, kind of like when we're 30 and 40 years old, right? Midlife crisis, spirit says, right? When all of a sudden we go 30 years old, for me, it was devastating. I'm like, oh my God, I'm 30. I'm 61. I'm thinking, holy cow, how different am I? Right? Right? It's the same way with Ascension. It's the same way with finding our purpose. It's the same way with finding our frequency level, right? And then being there for a minute, like 30 years old. And then we move into our 40-year-old Ascension, right? It's going to continue to grow. Understand that, right? Get higher. It has to, right? Because they need us up there. They need us in a higher dimension. That's why we're here. See? So you have to really understand and try to grasp hold of. There is no time in spirit. And I told myself that 1,000,000 times through my process of the last 7 going on 8 years. Okay? Is that, Bill, stop. Stop. Well, hi, Kiki. That didn't always stop the conversation, right? I needed to go outside and sit. I needed to take a walk. I needed to do, hi, Pamela. I needed to, right? I needed to distract. I needed to go someplace where where it was fresh, where I was comfortable, where I could just absolutely let go of that energy, right? Because it doesn't serve me. But when you hang on. But when you notice that, spirit says, right? When you recognize it and you take action, bonus, right? That means that you are more in sync with the vibration, with the frequency, that you take matters into your own hands to correct the negative impact in the frequency. Does that make sense? Right? When we do that, we're able to sustain our vibration, our frequency more. Okay? Negative self-talk, trying to figure stuff out, you're never going to figure it out. Hi, Trisha. How are you? You're never going to figure it out. Guys, trust me. I've been clairvoyant since I was 7 or 8 years old, right? Started my journey in 2014. I still don't know what the hell it is. Right? I still don't know. I'm not supposed to know. I'm not supposed to figure it out. All I'm supposed to do is trust and release my fear, ego, right? We have to, because the more we control, the more we think, the more that we try to figure it out, the more that, well, what if? Well, what if we could do this? And what if we could do that? Ego's like, baby, I got you hook, line, and sinker. I got you wrapped around my finger right there. And you will never unravel it because you are too much in your head. You are too much into, how come I'm not there? How come I'm not able to do that? How come I can't do that? Oh my gosh, I don't understand why I can't. Because you're not there yet. Trust me, been there, done that. I am true human, right? This old ass Capricorn, 7,000 years or more old, right? And I thought I had to figure everything out. And then I had to, oh my God. And it's just like, oh, I don't understand. How come? Because my body, my human, my soul is used to controlling. So I had to go through that metamorphosis, right? And understand that it's not my purpose. My purpose is not to hold on to. My purpose is not to try to figure it out. My purpose is to let it go. Absolutely let it go. And understand that it's the only way that's going to happen. Only way that it's going to materialize. The only way that it's going to be allowed to flow is if I get out of my own way, get out of my head, stop trying to figure it out. I did 42 readings last weekend, right, in 2 days. And half of them were just about that, right? They don't understand what's going on. They have all kinds of questions. They don't know why this is happening to them. Hi, Veronica. They don't know anything, and they want to know what's up. They want to know why. They want to know why this happened and that happened and this, because you're being awakened. You're being awakened. See? So that's why it's so very, very important that you are conscious, that you make sure that you understand to get out of your own way, that you understand that the more that we think, the more that we plan, the more that we do any of that human stuff, we're not allowing our ascension, our frequency, our vibration to rise to the occasion. See? So it is super very, very important that we understand that that we are conscious, we understand as much as we possibly can, right? I don't understand anything, right? I do not understand. I get answers, I get conversations, I get all kinds of cool stuff, right? I just allow, right? Like this week, example, 42 readings in 2 days, no readings Monday except for one late, like late in the afternoon, like 5 o'clock, I think it was. Nothing Tuesday, nothing Wednesday, nothing Thursday, one tomorrow. That's them making sure, even though I'm available, that I have time to recover, because they know what energy I put out last weekend. See? And has it happened in the past? No. James, right? They would always book me appointments, right? My appointments would be open, right? And they would bring somebody to me, right? On a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday or 5 on Wednesday, right? Thursday, whatever. See? And understanding that now that my frequency is higher, right? They no longer do that. See? They no longer do that. So that's what's so important, is that we see the difference, right? That we see the blessing, Spirit says, that we understand that it only gets better. It only continues to grow. It only continues to get better and better and better. See? And that's important. But what we have to do, we definitely have to allow our deeper programming to come to the surface, right? To actually allow it, understand it, work through it, and let it go. See? And that is one more piece of the puzzle, right? That is one more thing that we have to do. And it gets easier as you go through time, as you go through this metamorphosis, Spirit says, of not understanding, truly not understanding, But recognizing the gifts that you've attained, that have been uncovered, Spirit says, as your vibration rises. I'm telling you, it is absolutely amazing the things that I can do now. It's amazing. Did I ever think I'd be this person a year ago? No way. 2-3, ain't no friggin' way I ever thought I'd be this person. See? So I know. And Spirit says, when you get to it, when you get to that frequency, when you get to that place, when you get to that knowing, right? Everything that you want starts to happen. It's just a knowing of okay, I'm in the right vibration. I'm a high enough frequency to where everything that I have been asking for, that I've been visualizing, that I know in my heart, because right now it's full right now, because I'm talking about it, and my heart could explode at the moment, we're going to move. See? Maui's on the horizon. Now, do I think about it? No. I just go through my days, my weeks, whatever, right? I do my stuff, right? I post a lot of stuff on socials, right? Because there's so much cool stuff being posted on my pages. Again, that's Spirit, right? That is them wanting absolutely to get to the millions, right? And it frustrates some people that I do post so much. Well, guess what? Maybe that's not for you. Maybe that one post isn't for you. Maybe it's for 5 or 6 or 7 other people. By the people who are liking it, hearting it, commenting on it, that's what it's all about. So I know Spirit says that's part of their stuff they have to overcome, right? That, oh my God, Bill absolutely posts so much. Well, okay. Let it go. Let it go. It's like I know we're going to go on a little thing here. It's also the people who post on Facebook that a posting about their and yours and how to spell things. And I kind of got into a little thing yesterday with someone. I mean, what does it matter? The matter's the message, right? It doesn't matter if theirs wrong. Trying to do all this, it doesn't matter in the scheme of things, everybody. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you receive the message. Now, if that bothers you, you have something to work on. Let it go. It's freaking, it doesn't matter, Spirit says, right? It doesn't matter. Hi, Susan. Right? It doesn't. It's like flavor in England is spelled differently than flavor in America. Okay? It doesn't matter, right? Hi, Laura. How are you, my dear? Okay, watch it later. Love you. Yes, Susan, people are saying that it's going in and out and things like that. So I don't know what, but then other people are being fine. So I don't know what's up with the video today. You may have to watch it on YouTube in an hour. I don't know. So understanding that when people post that stuff on Facebook, right? That it's their issue, not yours. It's not. It's not your issue. And don't engage in that, right? Don't allow that Spirit says, don't allow that oversight, that negative judgmental oversight, Spirit says, to make you change your posting spell, to make you change, for anybody to change what they post. I mean, I'm pretty conscious of the theirs and the yours and things like that now, but I wasn't in the past. I'm just, right? It didn't matter to me. It still doesn't. But it's interesting when people post that stuff on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. Really, why? Why? What is it about you that wants other people to spell correctly? I don't get it. In the scheme of things, it don't mean nothing. See? But see, those little teeny things are what get us hung up, Spirit says. Right? Those little teeny things that bug us stop you from ascending. They stop you from knowing. They stop you from allowing what's coming for you because you get so wrapped up in people's penmanship or people's, what is it called? The way that people construct sentences. It doesn't matter. If you get the message, it's fine, right? So there again, there's people who that's one more piece of their puzzle that they need to get rid of. Chimes, because it doesn't serve them. It does not serve them. And it just, I don't get it, but I believe that is because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Now, Veronica, she's in Sweden, right? And she's in the hospital, guys. She had some surgery done in her stomach. So we could all wish her, send her well wishings and send her some Archangel Raphael green, emerald green healing. That would be fantastic, right? So that's to Veronica. But she posts in English as best she can, right? I get the message when she sends me something, right? When she posts something, I get it, right? I'm not going to say to her, Veronica, you should, well, because she lives in Sweden, soon to be Spain. So, right? So it's just something like that stops our ascension, right? And with the frustration, it's the same thing. That builds in your frustration. What does it matter? It doesn't. It doesn't matter, right? It's about whatever. That's what matters. See? And understanding that the more we let go, the lighter we are. The more we let go, the better we are. The more that we engage in positivity and allowance, right? And I posted 2 or 3 times about using social media to bring you what your spirit guides, your guardian angels, the universe want you to see. Very important. Very important. Like I just said, my Facebook and my Instagram are on fire with spiritual stuff. But what's interesting is that on my different devices, right? On my laptop, spiritual stuff under Bill Clairvoyant is on fire. On my iPad, it's okay, but it's not great. See? Algorithms or whatever they talk about on the same account. So I have to switch between my phone, my iPad, and my Macintosh Air every morning to try to get the best of everything that's there. And you may have to also, right? Because when you do, even YouTube Spirit says, because when you do, you absolutely see the difference. James, see? They're all ready for you to do it. They're all ready for you to, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Probably more than us, right? But fear gets in the way and stops us from absolutely moving forward in the way that they'd like to pick us up and move us, right? See? And everyday life, I'm telling you what, with a ailing dog and my job and apartment to keep up and getting ready for fall and winter and all the pushes and pulls of friends that have moved away and things like that, it can be extremely hard to focus on things. Those of you with children, I can imagine, because Bailey is my attention for 24 hours a day. See, I get it. So what we have to do, we have to take time for ourselves, right? We have to take that 15 minutes or so to just chill, to just sit down and breathe and try to clear our mind as best we can. Take a walk before it gets too cold outside and then up here the north, right? So again, being conscious enough to take care of ourselves. Be conscious enough to take care of ourselves so that we can absolutely bring that fabulous energy Spirit says into us. And then nurture ourselves with that, right? And just absolutely use it to our benefit. And then want more, okay? The thing that you don't want to do is to, oh my God, when is it going to happen? Oh my gosh, exclamation point right there, right? We don't want to do that because it brings your vibration down. You know, it brings it down where it's comfortable. Poor me, poor me. Been there, done that, guys. I'm telling you what, I've done it all. I've done it all because that's who I used to be, right? When things were 100%, when I wasn't in control of everything, when everything was moving and grooving, and I hit a bump in the road, oh my gosh, everything came to a stop. Everything came to a stop, okay? So I'm more conscious. We all have to be more conscious, okay? So that's theme number one, okay? Second thing, okay? Now, we all know that we're going into the fourth dimension. We're in the fourth dimension. We're going into the fifth dimension the next decade or so, right? And it's ever so noticeable that more and more people are quitting their jobs. Okay? I don't know if you've seen this in the newspaper or on the social media or on the news or magazines, whatever. But more and more people who work at offices, more and more people who just are worker bees, right, are leaving their job. They're quitting, okay? That is a pure indication, Spirit says. We talked about it yesterday, him and I, right? That because they're being infused with fourth dimensional energy, right? Which makes them want more. Makes them want more, okay? And they don't know why they want more. This is they just do. They don't understand. They've been in this job, let's say 10 years, 15 years, whatever, all of a sudden, boom, I got to do something else. Really, why? And they're leaving jobs making $100,000 a year, right? And they're saying, yep, I'm going to take my chances. I got to do something else because I all of a sudden feel that I'm not happy. Now, Spirit says that is part of the pandemic. It's part of COVID, right? The shutting everything down last year, right? Everybody being in a space where they really couldn't really go outside because there was really nothing to do. Everything was closed, right? Working from home if they did, okay? Being in solitude with their loved ones, with their families, with their friends, things like that, right? Afraid. Now, I wouldn't use the word afraid, Spirit. He would use the word afraid, okay? Because it's human, right? To interact with folks, right? Right? And this is a continuing pattern, Spirit says, of people with good jobs leaving their job, right? They don't know why. They just have to. Can't do this anymore. And it's not just nurses and things like that in the hospitals, right? These are people who do like basic office jobs, you know, around the country for one thing, around the world for another thing. And Spirit reminds me, it's kind of like the 60s, right? And if you weren't old enough to experience the 60s, which probably most of you are not, let me tell you what it was. It was a turning point in humanity in the United States for sure, right? Another breakthrough, Spirit says, of consciousness. The hippies, right? Woodstock, the music, everything shift from being this controlled and contrite to just bursting open. Long hair, I mean, everything to, and society, right? The norm was appalled by that. Oh my God, it's just appalling. Kind of like now, right? It's kind of similar, only now it's 50 years later. See? Understanding that we're now in the age of Aquarius, right? So all of a sudden, these muggles, let's say, all of a sudden they're getting bitten. They're getting like, okay, I don't understand, but I'm not happy anymore doing this job. I think I need to do more. My heart's not in it anymore. I'm gonna need to experience and explore and see what makes me happy. When most people went to work being unhappy, trust me. I posted something today about, well, I'll tell you this first. This past week, I posted something, I think it was this past week. I posted something about in northern Michigan, in Traverse City, at McDonald's, they're paying $21 an hour for help. And somebody that I know pretty good posted, well, that's ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason why somebody flipping burgers should make $21 an hour. Well, why not? It doesn't. How does it affect you? The prices are going to go, okay, well, they're working part-time hours. They might be working 10 hours a week. Okay, so God bless them making $200. Whippy! Before taxes. That's nothing, right? And why would anyone hate on paying people more money? Think about that. Because he wanted his first before them. Really? Now, if you're from Michigan or anywhere in Metro Detroit, okay, we understand, and if you don't, you need to look this up, that the reason America has a middle class is because of unions who fought against corporations who make billions of dollars a year and keep it. They did. Still do. Okay? It's now, guess what? That mentality, which has waned over the past 50 years, 60 years, right? It's back, but doesn't have a name. The universe. Okay? Everybody getting theirs. Somebody at McDonald's needs to make $15, pay them freaking $15 an hour. I don't care. Because I know you're not going to give them full-time hours. Right? I posted something yesterday about a guy in Florida who applied for 60 jobs. 60 jobs. Okay? I think he got 2 callbacks. Right? And the callbacks that he got were, well, it's up to $15 an hour, but we're going to start you at $8.75 because that's Florida's minimum wage, but we can't find any help. But we want you to work for less, right? Because you came to us asking for a job. Wrong. So the labor shortage is not real most of the time. The companies still want to make their money, right? And humanity is going, not so fast. Not so fast, right? If you're going to pay me to do a job, then you have to pay me. Michigan's governor just did this. Put back into place the minimum pay law when it comes to state contracts. So if you're going to if you work for the paving company in Michigan, that's paving the highways and things like that, guess what? You got to pay a prevailing wage, which I think is around $20 an hour, right? We had that for decades until they got rid of it because to save companies money. Those companies still made the money. Only the employees didn't get any of the money. And that's the point of this whole transaction Spirit says, this whole ascension. And Spirit said this probably 2019 and through 2020. The leveling of that has begun. Okay? The leveling of haves and have-nots has begun. And they can fight as much as they want to against it, but they will never, ever, ever do it. They'll never win. Humanity will win because the universe is in the process of changing it for humanity. James, this is not man-made, it's not human-driven. It is universally driven. Okay? And the places that are going to be affected most, places like the United States, right? So you can make anything want to be here, right? But if companies can mess with you and pay you less, they will, right? And that's going on everywhere. And I was talking to a former employee at Clark's where I worked for 10 years, and we kind of talked about the same thing, right? Is that we had a supervisor who we used to pay $5 an hour for part-time, right? And then you make commission, really good commission. Like you'd pay that and you'd make $100, $200, $300 more every single week for part-time in the stores that were really busy, right? And then this person decided, no, you know what? We're going to pay them $0 an hour, so they have to sell. Well, okay, well, you're never going to get anybody. And we never did. Hi, Shelly. We never did. Until we went back to $5 an hour, right? And then commission, 6% and 10%, right? And part-timers, I'm not going to work someplace and work my tail off and really invest in the company, right? If I'm not going to make enough money that I need to make to supplement my income of my full-time job or supplement my college, right? That's what is going on now. Everything is being equaled. Everything is being balanced, Spirit says. And that's a good thing. As people are leaving their corporate jobs, right? For adventure. Out there trying to find what makes them happy. That is truly Age of Aquarius stuff. See? And we see that nationwide. So it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing that as we go into 2022, that things, like I've said before, all right, Veronica, have a good night, okay? Take care of yourself. As we go into 2022 and beyond, everything is going to change. Everything is going to change for the better. Everything is going to absolutely be for the betterment of every human being on the planet. And that's what it's all about, is making sure that we understand, right? That that in our lives, that we allow it to happen. I know. Spirit just said tidal wave, that we ride the wave, that we allow ourselves to be picked up in that tidal wave and moved forward, right? Picked up in that tidal wave, and absolutely, we're going to survive, heads above water. It's going to be fine. But we have to allow ourselves not to try to hang under the tree because the tidal wave scares us. That we go, okay, I trust the universe, I trust my guides, that everything is going to be fine. I'm riding this baby. And when I get fearful, I got to talk to myself out loud and say, no. Bill, stop. Let that go. Ride the wave, baby. Just ride the wave. Okay? And as you do that, guess what? You get exactly where you're supposed to be. Exactly where it's supposed to be. And that's what counts. Right? And then we look back and go, holy cow, that is crazy. 2022 was nuts. I can't believe where I'm at now. Me for 2021. I mean, I cannot believe who I am, how high my frequency is, right? Because I allowed the universe, my spirit guides, right, to bring Tammy Braswell to my iPad, doing her free energy blast, now 7 months ago. Okay? They tried twice before to get me to click on, she was doing something, right? I had no idea who she was. We were just friends on Facebook, right? So, and I've said this before, on that day at 1:11, I had gotten dressed and I was looking at my iPad. Boom, it said she was doing something live and her face showed up. Again, them, right? Well, if the dummy isn't going to click on it, we're going to click on it for him. Click. And I watched it. See? Why? Because I was allowing them to do it. Because sometimes we're not conscious on them bringing something to your iPad, to whatever, your device, that says somebody doing something live. Okay, that's nice, but we're friends, so why do I need to do that? Just because it's a notification that she's doing something. Right? As they bring you things, as they try to help you clear yourself, as you allow them to work on you and help you ascend and help you calm our fear, work on our fear, right? As we go through everything that's coming our way, we have to release what no longer serves us. So we have places in our library, right, to put all the good stuff that's coming to us. Because as we get activated that DNA that's been downloaded to us, right? As we are being activated, we have to allow ourselves to be activated. Got to let our force field down. We have to trust, right? Have to. See? And then as we go forward and we start to get epiphany after epiphany after epiphany after epiphany, we go, are you freaking, oh my gosh, Spirit, I just saw blah, 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 blah. Or I just heard blah, 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 blah. What is that? What is this spirit? What is that spirit? What is this spirit? We ask those questions, right? That we are children trying to be taught. We're the student, right? And we're eager to be taught, where if you were in elementary school or middle school or high school or college, you didn't say to the teacher, to the instructor, could we move faster than this, please? Because you know what, I really need to move through this class. No. Understanding Spirit says we have the power. When you get that in your head, when you absolutely understand 100%, you totally comprehend that you have no power if you want to ascend, if you want your stuff, give it up. Trust me, give it up. Because they will absolutely stop you in your tracks. Only one we have to blame is you. I blame them. Because I was in transition, right? I'd never done this before. I didn't have a teacher but them. I know Spirit is the school of hard knocks for Bill. It has to be the hard knocks so that he learns, right? I learn to give up. I learn how to process. I learn how to let go. We all have to, right? We have a choice. Trust me, I want to be on the jet plane to my house in Kihei, Maui years ago, but I wasn't ready. So when that presents itself, which I know that it will, okay? I will gladly walk off the plane, get into a car, drive to my house, walk into my house for the first time, and know that it's mine. As all of you will too, with what's presented to you, with what you want. What is it that you want, right? How invested are you in your heart with what you want? Understanding, Spirit says, the only way to get it is to love it, which is true, right? So we have to declutter, Spirit says. We have to take a layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of human knowledge and suffering from decades of our human being alive, our souls being alive, right? And we, this lifetime, because we chose it, have to discard that stuff, which is not easy, Spirit says. Not supposed to be easy. But when you do it, you absolutely know how light you feel, how happy you feel, how enlightened you feel, especially when they start talking to you, when you start seeing messages in your mind, right, in your mind's eye, right? I mean, I'm telling you, it's not just for clairvoyants or psychics or anything like that. It's for humans. See? They just gave it to me as a child so that I could use it for my benefit. I believe that was one of the things in my contract, right? Like, okay, I have some things that I want. Well, Bill, you need to go back. I have some things that I want. Clairvoyancy was one of them. Mediumship was one of them. Whatever it was one of them, right? Being spiritually enlightened. Being this person who's able to hear, see, energize, be big, shine, Spirit says, and be who he's meant to be. But it was not always like that. See? And being okay and understanding that I have to move past certain people, certain friends, certain attachments, as we all do. We all do. Because as we go up the chain, right? As we allow. Yeah. Do we become less human? Yes. We become less dense human. Which is frustration and fear and everything else that goes along with that, right? that doesn't serve us. That all it did was keep us in that space of anger, frustration. Spirit just said perpetual procrastination. Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah. Well, guess what? With this, you can't stop it. They'll make you frustrated because you're not getting what you want to get you to go, okay, why am I not getting what I want? Truly, why am I not getting everything that I want? Because, doofus, you're in your own way. You're in your head too much. You're not allowing that energy to flow out of you. See? So everything now that's going on is absolutely tied to the universe, right? COVID is tied to the universe. People leaving their high-level jobs to find happiness, right? Us, all of us people, all us kind of sort of muggles, are now being asked for enlightenment. We're now asking for our vibration to be raised. And I've said this before in many Coaching for the Soul and in many readings. Okay? All of you who watch this now on YouTube, right? Or in the future, right? Understand we're all called to be starseeds. We signed up on that contract, baby. Okay? We are part of the fourth and fifth dimensional future of humanity. We are these human beings that we've chosen, our souls, to go through this transformation. It's pretty exciting. And understanding that all the things that we have to do, which are work for us, to get rid of our stuff, will be well worth it when we're floating in 4 and 5D and going, oh my God, I never thought I'd be this person. See? And I've always loved what I do. This job, my footwear jobs, right? Love it. But it is so awesome to see people that I know, that I get to know, that aren't really clients, they're friends, right? Because we have conversations that are really, really deep and really, really cool. Watch them transform. Watch them grab hold of exactly what and who they're supposed to be. And I'll tie this back to when I was in retail, okay? My supervisor would say, how do you find these people? Well, they find me, number one. So I ask for them. Number two, taking somebody who seems to have no fire at all to the average person and knowing what's inside of them. And helping them transform into this human being that they were just waiting for somebody to help them become. Always been that person. See? So that's going to be all of you. Okay? Every one of you that watch this program, right? That are in Tammy's groups and things like that, and other groups around the country and around the world, we're all destined to be somewhat similar, and that is helping humanity understand itself. Helping humanity to grasp hold of who and what humanity is as we go into lighter, more energetic, more lovely energy around the world. And understand that we're part of that. And thank our souls, right? For putting in this position. So we were the humans of change, Spirit says. You are the humans of change, of changing the vibration on the planet, understanding the vibration on the planet, ascending on the vibration of the planet, understanding that your frequency is no longer down here in 3D. It is up here as we move forward into higher dimensional energy, and understanding that you chose to be alive at this time for that. And and understanding, Spirit says, what it takes to get there. It ain't easy. All of us know it's not easy. It's not easy for us to ascend. It's not easy for us to give up who we believe we've been for centuries. And go against the grain, Spirit says, right? And understanding that shutting down ego, shutting down the self-talk, shutting down all the negativity that human naturally has for centuries and centuries and centuries, because that's what we were taught. That's how we survived. Well, guess what? As we move forward, we live. We absolutely live, because life is more balanced. There's not the haves and the have-nots. There's the us. And that's important. That is so important, so important, so important. Okay? So I hope you guys kind of grasp hold of the whole energy of Coaching for the Soul this week, right? That it is about us. It's about understanding that we have to let go, that we can't do, I wish I was there, because guess what? You're going to get there, but you're stopping yourself from moving forward. I know. Spirit always shows me picking two angels, two guardian angels, whatever, two guides, whatever, picking you up under your arms and moving you forward physically. Hi, Allison. See, and when they can't do that, they let you sit there. They let you stand there. It doesn't, right? And then we get frustrated. Well, how come no one's helping me? Well, you have to help yourself first by stopping the negative self-talk, by thinking, well, I want to be there. Well, how are you going to get there? I don't know. Somebody's got to take me. No, you have to get rid of your stuff. Again, through postings, my postings on Facebook, Instagram, Coaching for the Soul, Tammy's groups, all the different groups that people are a part of that are positive, right? That are there to help you ascend, right? And you have to embrace them. You got to change the way that you live your life. Hi, Stacey Casey. What's up, girl? Yeah, see? So that's what it is. That's what it's all about. And next week, we'll talk about something similar, but probably something the same, right? Right? Because that's what Coaching for the Soul is. Coaching for the Soul is reminding us, not just once a year, twice a year, but continuously, right? That we have the opportunities to allow ourselves to move forward. We are allowed a certain amount of flexibility, Spirit says. Just have to allow. Do we still have to be human, live everyday life? Yes. Still take care of an old sick dog and a partner and a house or an apartment and everything goes along with it, pay my bills, everything else? Yes. So, but we chose to be here. And it's not going to be a piece of cake until we get there. And then guess what? We'll eat the cake will be gone, and then they've got to make us a new cake, right? We are never going to stop ascending. We are never going to stop working towards who we're supposed to be this lifetime. And Spirit said to me months ago, probably for the 15th or 20th time, you will work until the day you drop dead, Bill. I get it. Now I totally understand. All of us will. Okay? So, namaste, everybody. Thank you for watching Coaching for the Soul. I so appreciate it. Check out my Facebook page, okay, Bill Clairvoyant. There's going to be new cool things on my webpage. I talked to my person yesterday about it. Be all kinds of cool stuff going on there. I'm thinking about doing a redo, okay, of the page, billhobart.com, okay? Now, I'm doing something the 1st of November, and I talked about it last week. I'm gonna do a Coaching for the Soul mini sessions, okay? And it's gonna be 12 people on a Zoom call, up to 12, okay? It's gonna be $40 a person for an hour and a half, okay? And we get to talk about stuff. Yeah, stuff. Ask questions, all kinds of cool stuff back and forth. It's gonna be awesome, okay? So that will probably be posted or sending emails to people probably next week, okay? Now, understand, this is gonna go to everybody on my email list. My email list has over 1,000 people on it, okay? So guys, if anybody who watches Coaching for the Soul wants in on that first, Okay? Let me know. Okay? Because I'm telling you, it's going to go fast. As I did 42 readings last weekend, trust me, those people are eager. And they're looking for more from me. Okay? And other people too, right? So I'm going to do that twice a month. Okay? Because there's only 12. Only 12 people. And you guys can think up cool stuff you want to talk about. And each person's going to have time to ask questions. We're going to have feedback. It's going to be all kinds of cool stuff. Because we'll all be in a Zoom call, which I cannot wait to do. So that's going to happen November 1st. Then probably another one will happen 2 weeks later. I think it's on a Monday. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So that's coming up for November, December, probably ongoing. And what is even cooler is that I can do it from any place I want to do it. So it's cool. Hey, Shay, what's up? Yep. So that will be okay. I'll be ready for that. It's going to be awesome. So like I said, namaste, everybody. Thanks for watching Coaching for the Soul. Thursdays at 3. And I will see you next Thursday at 3 for Coaching for the Soul.